This is my passion. This is my passion project that I have done for the past 3 years, actually. So this has been a long time coming. It has a lot of subjects from. Let's talk about the more complete ones because if I talk about the ones that are not complete, they're a mess. As there's no answer key yet, and they're dead. So I think I'm better suited to first talk about math because at least some parts are completed and I'm not dead on arrival or like statistics here. Actually statistics is part of math, isn't it? Oh, that's a bad move. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I never said it was completed. Everywhere I say it's incompleted, but you can check it out if you want. It's been 3 years coming to make this project work out to it's for myself actually, but um yeah, it's for myself actually, but other people can use it if they want. I'm gonna have those links down below, and I gave permission to, I believe, print, make a copy, or do whatever they want, repurpose it, whatever. As long as it's just not a joke question, it should be fine. I do make joke questions, but they're mostly because I didn't finish A, B, C, D. I just want to put the right answer there, and then later on I'll go in and change the A, B, C, D answers to something more logical and harder to guess. Thinking about that shit and then the beginning, but it was a lot of work to do that, so I didn't do it properly in the start. Well, that's my fault completely. And actually, so I'm, I'm so I'm working on this, and as you can see, even the ones I say is pretty much done has missing parts I didn't finish. Like this one should say is not a function in the answer key. Because I'm making answer key, but there might be a pain in the ass. I might be completely wrong. Because I know that I make mistakes all the time with my answer keys, and I go back and find out that, oops, I'm a dumb person that made a mistake. And it's kind of embarrassing because I'm supposed to know the shenanigans from basically elementary. Like, how do you forget something elementary, right? But yeah, I tried to make this simple and easy to explain, hopefully. Um, it's not always that straightforward, especially when you get to calculus, because I don't explain shenanigans here because it's incomplete. And at the time I was only thinking of questions. I wasn't really thinking about like let me explain it. My brain saying, yeah, my brain wasn't thinking of explaining everything, but it turned out that way that I need to explain it to for them to understand this question, which my eyes are like squinting a little bit because I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. Uh, I'm trying to say that some of these questions are goddamn awful. Basically, what I'm saying, uh, because they're awful. Yeah, because they have no explanation at all. Especially something like the power rule, which is so easy to explain. Like, uh, well, if I want to do something like insert the equation, I can just explain it like this. Like, why is it so hard to explain this to a student? Uh, x to the square root of well, n, and then equal x shift square n minus 1 by n, and that should explain it where y equal x at x square root of n, and then like that. Easy explanation. But I haven't done that with a lot of this shenanigans. And I don't know why Powerwall is a start here. It should have been the limits that starts it. Wait, where is the limit section? No, as you can see, it's a mess. And I don't know where I put my limits because limits are supposed to start it. I'm still so confused. What the hell's going on? As you can see, this is why the calculus is a mess. As a hectic mess. But as you can see, certain things like this is like not a mess. You can literally clearly see the defined order I did. They're all hand sketched, so um, as you can see by this thing, this is the actually it's better for me to go to graphing time. Okay, graphic time. I went to something else. Graphic time is what I want to do. This is the standard graph I used because I made that graph, and it seems like for my questions it works out well, unless you have some kind of impossible question like x squared to infinity 100 or something, and plus 100 times x, because I don't think that's necessary, because if you know how to do this, then you can clearly do certain things like that. Although I did mess up over here, so I didn't make any questions about this. So I just wrote it in here, but I think I'm gonna make that question near the end of here. Scratch that idea because that's horrible. I guess still I need to figure out how to do that later on. Um, and I'm just realizing I made equation the hyperbola in this place, which is an awful place because they haven't learned graphs. And isn't graphs supposed to come first before that? Oh no. I might have messed up badly. I did not think of that. So maybe I should have placed this over here for better use and then came to equations. Oh, but the equations also had functions and these shenanigans that would be necessary for later stuff. Oh, this is a mess and a half here. I did not consider that fact until now. Well, I thought this section was finished, but it looks like I'm going to continuously change it until I like it. Um, there's going to be mistakes, and I hope you guys find it because my eyes are blind sometimes. I can't really see what I made a mistake on. Is that another mistake I found? No, I don't think. No, I didn't. I did not make a mistake. Oh, I thought I made a mistake here. All right, yeah. So yeah, all right. Oh, I did write it here. Never mind. Hey, why is this here? This is supposed to be cubics. Uh, am I losing my marbles here? I guess. Oh, this is not cubics. This is that needs renaming completely. Actually, thinking about it, but I'm not gonna do it because then I have to change the answer keys to cubic something else, which is gonna be like a pain in the ass. You can see the answer keys here, for that section. Yeah. Oh, I didn't write cubics here. I can totally change that without changing anything here. Oh, and yeah, I use Desmos and what do you call it again? ChatGPT to find the answer, even though they get it wrong. Like because I didn't want to do the math again. I made this question long ago, and I recently went back to find the answers again because I realized how stupid some of these questions are. And without the answer key, everyone will just say this is stupid and dumb, um, because there's no answers for some of them, and they're like, "Why would like this one was a stupid answer?" Um, I forgot how stupid it was because back then I thought hard questions was good questions, and um, didn't realize it was really bad questions back then that I was making, and this is one of them. The answer, even ChatGPT got it wrong. Like, what the hell was I thinking? ChatGPT got some weird shenanigans answer that I think I deleted out of here because it was so weird. And then I did to redo it. I had to redo it because I believe the last two portions were wrong, and then they took forever. And there's even a remainder of 17499, which what the hell was I thinking back then? Was what I came up to when it was done because graphing time is here. Let me check that question. If it, oh yeah, x minus 3 to x this thing. That is why that I have some percentage wrong thing because some of my questions are dumb, and not in a dumb way I like it. Dumb in the sense that why the hell you need a calculator to do this shenanigans? Like why would anyone Because the only way you get this question wrong is because if you plug in the calculator wrong and just say, "Oh, oops, I made a mistake. I accidentally typed in a 6 instead of a 7." Like, if you do it this way, then everyone should get it right. But I realized how stupid it was after and didn't really think about it at the time. So I have some very pretty stupid question. I even got this question. If you look at here, I didn't understand what the question was talking about because that's clearly impossible. Like what? A5 is 13? That's impossible, and I should have deleted that. Why is that there in my answer key? Oh yeah, I had a reason. Oh, oh, it doesn't save it. Okay, I deleted by accident. Oops. I was gonna keep it as a historical reminder, but why am I keeping something that's junk? And again, I like that junk, so bring it back. Well, I was dumb then, and I was trying to make a 5, 12, 13 triangle, those rules, that everyone knows about. And then I just messed it up. I don't know how you mess up a right triangle. I don't know how, but that was a dumb mistake. And I was like doing it for hours and saying, what the hell did I do something wrong with? Which is why I have that rule because I have a feeling that there's a lot of stupid question like this one. Like, what the hell is this question? This one, I was looking at it and saying, what the hell did I write for like a few minutes because I was like, it was so stupid. I rephrased the answer choices because that's not math. That's just economics in a weird way. So I just said, yeah, if you get this wrong, I don't care because that's my stupidity. I didn't even answer this question. Is it that stupid? No, this is not stupid. I think that's wrong. What did I write here? And this is why I need to fix it. I guess I have to recheck all the thing here. That's be dumb. But it otherwise has pretty good content for the most part. You can definitely use it to study your basic things. And it has topics like this thing that I think is important, but never gets talked in because we don't have enough time or something. I don't know why that's necessary actually, but I know this one's necessary. But the class doesn't discuss it. This thing. Where you go to imagining existence. And this works because it's another plane of existence, and E always is a derivative of E. So think about it if you do integral derivative of E, it's a special number. So what happens is you pull it in the imaginary plane and loop it back. It's like going over here and looping it back this way. And the imaginary axis, like a three-dimensional this thing which is why it works. It's kind of fun. And this is a mess over here. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking back then. It was a mess. It's the idea, but I kept it because it looks complicated, even if it's horrible. Yeah. Oh, it's gross. I just realized I could have cleaned that up, so I cleaned it up, and I just realized that this is actually for this question. This is for this question, which I haven't answered. So there's it's a weird one. That Yeah, there's a few questions here that I need to go back and fix because I did not fix it. Also, all the proofs are really crap, mostly because I don't in basic geometry. I don't think you need proofs, and I'm just using proofs as like a way to explain something. So, and they're pretty crappy. Um, but if I ever put advanced, not advanced, just geometry in general, I will make it so that there's actual questions that are in proofs, but they're just gonna be a pain. There's just a pain, which is why geometry is going to be the last thing I do until I actually love proofs later on. Because there's no doubt in my mind that I actually will like proofs one way or another later on. Just right now, I don't like it because they're a lot of work and I get things wrong there all the time. Last time I checked, how is this? You know what? What the hell am I doing? How? Why is that even a question? Let's write yes as a question, and then go over here and I can change this Doesn't even make sense for the question. What the hell was I thinking? So I just delete this and just say, answer that. The answer is yes. No duh. Oh, this one's false, right? That's so small. What the heck was I thinking? Or was it too? No, is it too big? Oopsie, oops. It's too big. Okay, that's probably wasn't what I was thinking. That is good enough. Oh no, that's oh I see what I was thinking. It was because of that. Then why not just make everything bigger? Oh no, not smaller. Not smaller, not smaller. That would have been awful. Wait, what is false? Oh, there's multiple false answers here. You see, I forgot that I made this thing sometimes, so I forget that my answers sometimes all the time. It's not the first time, dude. If it was the first time, I would be happy. But this one actually works, I believe, which is quite questionable. Actually. Why did I make that one work? But the other one didn't. Make this into like. Oh, that's why. Ah, I could have it. It's because of spacing I did this. So if I wanted to actually change this one, what would I have to do? Is basically change the whole entire graph time, which I didn't want to do. Oh, what a pain in the ass, actually. I didn't think of that. I cleaned that up really quickly. It was good. So I think I did a pretty good job with exponents, but I always fear here that I make mistakes. So if you want to check it, I would love to know if I made a mistake. And this link is going to be public to everyone, so hopefully everyone can actually use this. I just realized I never really talked about the Fibonacci number and how to use it to square. How to. I forgot what was the ability with Fibonacci number. This thing. Actually, I should probably add that somewhere. Was that part of trig? Was that part of trig? I'm trying to remember here. I don't really remember if it was part of trig. Oh well. Uh, yeah, but if I need to add something else, I would really love the input and where I would add something because I feel like I'm missing a bunch of shenanigans that I totally forgot to do. It's not the fault of the you know user, but yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. Or actually, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Uh, I'm just realizing the mistakes I'm making, and yeah, I never really use dilation or reversion. I hate this subject because it's so easy and no one gives a crap afterward. Same thing with acute angles. That's why I didn't put much of that in here. I always hated that unit because it's so simple, but a lot of the time it's such a block of easy questions. Like they spam you with these questions. So I just put one of each and said, yeah, who cares after that? Like, why do I need to teach you more of this shenanigans? It's the most painful, dumb thing ever in my opinion. And then we have this shenanigans, which is a pain in the ass to explain. So I just did it. The only thing you have to explain is the pyramid because the pyramid is the only one that you can actually do without calculus, I believe, out of the three. So I said, do not do just C, do not do just C, because you will never understand this until later on. Even then, this is pretty much wrong because there's multiple ways of doing it. Getting the sphere area, getting the volume of. What the hell did I write there? 4 divided by 3 is yeah, you need calculus. You can just clear. Yeah. So yeah, that's a pain in the ass question. Yeah. Yeah. Realizing I might need to change some of those PV diagrams I have here because I think they're in Creative Commons, some of them, which I don't want them to be anymore. I want them all in public domain, some of them. I don't remember. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to change these. PB titles. A lot of them are made by me, but yeah, they're not something I want to do anymore, actually. So I'm gonna have to delete most of them. But most of them are made by me, so it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change a lot of things here sooner or later. As you can see, it's not done here. It's literally completely empty here, comparatively to something like over here, which is a completely not filled. That's out of all the three physics, physics 2A is the most filled, I guess. But it's gonna be even more filled after I finish 4A. So because I'm gonna have more questions that are more realistic, I guess you could say. And there's more chemistry I need to size up. Oh, I'm starting to realize I have a lot of things to do. That's gonna be a pain in the butt for me. Yeah, I like, and if you have it in public domain, I will always credit you most of the time, hopefully. I had a bad differential calculus professor, so I didn't want to touch this until later on. So I have really made little to no questions here, other than basic shenanigans, because I didn't like the subject because I had a bad professor, and when you have a bad professor, you don't really want to do it again and torture yourself. I mean, you're gonna definitely have to relearn everything here. Although I do know most of it. Why I know most of it is because of this shenanigans. The amount of times I've rewritten this huge because I felt like I was not learning enough, so I rewritten this a bunch of times.